Oh, the misery. Hey, you're just bad blind racer. What can I say? What can I say? Just doesn't have the veteran blind racer chops. Oh, telling you guys will get cooked in every single game except simulations. Ah, I was unlucky. Unlucky. Ah! All right, I'm ready to cook. We ready, guys? Yes, sir. Bladen, chimeraing all over the place. All right, where do I need to go? Ah, yes. I forgot how to play, guys. I forgot how to play. Wow. Against the boss? No, that sounds about right. Did you beat the boss? Ah. It's a possibility. This boss makes no sense. Dude, this boss fight I just did was what? What a okay. You know what? I revoke the 10 out of 10 status. These boss fights are just not it, dude. They're just not it. Wow, I just got a really broken weapon combination. Wow, I got a drop. Final boss, guys? Final boss? Oh. Oh no, this final boss. Oh no, I died. I just wasted like 3 minutes. No. Okay. Oh. This is not the right weapon combination. What do you think? No, it is the right weapon combination. Oh. Oh, I get how that works. Oh, I'm getting final boss check, guys. Oh, the misery. I don't know. If I'm bad, yeah, you guys can catch up. Holy crap, I'm actually trash.
Gotta do what? I do more, but you hold.
I'm literally so bad at this game. This game is so easy, and I died to this boss twice. I'm like sad. I'm sad, dude. I don't get body, dude. Dude, I died again. I'm trash. I'm literally trash. I'm trash. Alright, is this time, boys? I don't know. It did. Did you see the part where I said he looks like Susano? He does, right? It looks exactly like Susano. You don't agree? He's got the black skin tone and then the green outlines. Yes, sir. A time, GG. Yeah, time. Yes, sir. Blade Chimera staff, Team Ladybug. Orochi Saito, WSS Playground. Oh, thoughts? No, we can. You guys can continue. I'll commentate. I feel like when you have a gun in the video game, like it's not that it's okay, it's that like I can see why they designed it the way they did because their guns exist, right? Like you can't be vertical. The unless the game was mouse and keyboard, the fact that it doesn't have a twin stick like kind of controls makes it so that verticality and like guns don't work together, right? So a lot of the rooms and like the design is horizontal if you've noticed, right? It's largely horizontal movement. There's very little verticality in this game if it's not just to transition from one level to another. And I think that's solely because there are guns on a non-twin stick control scheme, right? So I think that's, you know, I feel like if they had twin stick and like you can kind of like aim upwards accurately, because I had a lot of trouble with enemies that are like high or below me, like above me or below me. Like the auto aim would be like really bad, right? Like it'd be like actually horrible. I see Karushi is doing melee. Have you been using melee throughout this entire game? Because guns are definitely the way. Melee is not it. Okay, well that's why you guys are losing. I'll be honest. No, I genuinely think the fact that you guys are using melee and not taking advantage of the guns make this game so free. It's not cope. It's not cope. Dude, what is this room that you're in? What are you doing? No, no, I'm talking to Ross. He's in this like map rotating. Level 4 clearance is given to you through story. Like if you're not following the main storyline, you're never gonna get level 4 clearance. I don't have no idea what you're doing. Dude, your weapons are trash. I don't know, like you did not explore enough. Your weapon sucks. Now I'm talking to Karushi. He's talking about how like it's a DPS check. Yes, it is. You're literally using the assault rifle still. Like what? Get bodied. Get bodied. That's not guns are not goated. That's just you don't have the right level of equipment for this area. No, I had the weapon. I had all the upgrades for each section at like the level I was supposed to be at. And guns are clearly like infinitely better. Like just straight up, dude. Like I'm telling you right now, you are lacking the proper weapon. So you don't understand my statement on the guns, right? But I've always had the proper equipment, and I'm telling you that guns are literally so free. Yeah, dude. You guys, it's okay to be wrong, guys. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to be wrong. Yeah, you're stuck on the assault rifle, so of course you're defaulting to melee. Like your assault rifle is like 4 sections behind, right? While you have the current melee weapon. Like I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, grenade launcher is broken. It's literally broken. He's just not a two. Did okay. Yeah, if he doesn't appropriately like do the rooms, it matters a lot, right? Think about it. Okay, every nut you fight, you waste like 5 to 6 seconds or new a right here because your weapon sucks, right? So, okay, so yeah, every time you have to fight them and with your like cope gun, and I guess your melee is like pretty good, right? Like you're just coping, and you're wasting 10 seconds per interaction. Versus, if you just had a good weapon, you wouldn't be wasting 10 seconds every interaction. This next boss fight is so bad. It's so bad, dude. Oh my goodness. That is crazy. Holy crap. Yeah. Oh, man's not goated at platforming. Oh, he is? Oh, no, he's not. I have not. I could, but I'm spectating right now. I'm looking at your guys' gameplay in real time. I don't even know what you're looking for. What are you looking for? It's on the right side of the map. You see that double door? The doubles, no, down. Down. Cursor down. No, right, to the right. To the right. Up. It's in that up. No, 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 not there. Not. Oh, you're right. It's no, no, it's the double, it's the two-way, no, right? That save room in the middle to the right? That is around there, yeah. True. Where are you trying to go? That's on the bottom, bro. That's go up, up, and to the bottom. The bottom, the bottom. That's no, 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 left. Oh my goodness, sorry. I'm not watching your stream. No. Yes, this. This, bruh. It's that you didn't complete that room. You just go to the right. What are you talking about? That's fine. That's fine. Holy crap, this guy's bad. Okay, this boss fight against Victor, I wanna know your thoughts on this. It's so good, right? It's such a good boss fight. Yeah. It's so bad, right? Yeah. Dude, there's a mini game. Like, you don't even interact with the mini game. It's so clown. Yeah, he's a lot ahead of you, dude. Wait, have you done the Castlevania X, the Dracula X section where you're like slow and you had a reverse time? Have you fought the tiger boss yet? Oh, okay. You're chilling. What are you doing, Aras? It's on, dude. It's on the top left, bruh. The silver gun? What item? What are you talking about? Man's not saving. He's not truly on save code. I'm genuinely baffled that you guys think melee is better than gun. It's actually insane that you'd make this statement. It's not about, like, we're in a blind race setting. Okay. Okay, whatever you guys say. So I just watched the speed run. They blitz a high level melee weapon, and then after they get that, they just breeze through the entire game. Not surprised. That's the final boss. Took me 5 tries because I'm bad. Dude, the green sword is so broken. Insane. It's true. Dude, I only fully realized the life regen of the green sword mechanic till at like the last 40% of the game. And that life, like the regen mechanic for the green sword is so broken. Dude, you don't understand how to save, so of course you're gonna lose. That's just a noob. Guys, modern gamer, dude. You guys know this guy only plays modern games. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? No, you didn't play old games. You're talking about post 2000 games, bro. You're talking about like post 2000 games, man. Oh, PC games, bro. PC games. I see. I see, dude. I see. That's how you know, guys. Dude, these bosses are definitely like 3 out of 10 bosses. No. I wouldn't say they're much better. I feel like they're better because of their like the change they interface with the color change mechanic. And the color change mechanic's definitely more intuitive or like more gamey than putting down a green sword. You know what I'm saying? Right? It's more interactive, right? In this game, you just throw the green sword on yourself and then that's it, right? That's every boss fight. You throw the green sword on yourself and that's it. Versus in Deedlit, you're actually like switching the colors based on like the pattern, right? In this game, you just throw down the green sword. In terms of how it interfaces with the boss fights, it's really bad. So dang. You're only level 30. Holy moly. Okay. Why don't you use your melee and you know what I'm saying? Ah, that's right. That's right because guns are just broken, dude. They're broken. You're already losing, man. You're already lost. You've already lost. You guys can go back and watch the VOD, and see exactly the reason why you lost today. You know what I'm saying? Okay, phase 2 knowledge check me. Let's see if you're the GOAT. Because I definitely got. I'm bad. I'm bad. This move, ooh. Yeah, dude, this bot. Did you see that second phase? How he insta killed you in like less than 0.2 second insta kill. Oh my goodness, dude. Woo, woo. And then you have to do phase 1 all over again. Oh. The skill button? Yeah, same. Yeah, the super button, and then it has the wheel select. If you like hold it down, it like freezes time and does the wheel select. Yeah. It's just free damage when you have a lot of MP and you're not using it, so. Will Aras finally learn to save? Under Blind Race Gaming. I missed 15 puzzle pieces. Unfortunate. Because they give you broken weapons. No. The weapon I'm currently using, I actually got from a drop from the enemy. But that's because I kill everything all the time. So, you know. They are. They are. Oh, that's exactly the second time I died, exactly like you did. I think I died 3 times to the second phase. Yeah, it pulls you into the projectiles and you die instantly. Yes, yes, dude. One of my runs, I was like, why did I die? Because it happened so fast. He pulled me into like every single projectile in like less than half a second, and I died instantly. I was like, what? Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh man, skipping enemies too? Ooh. Unless you one-shot the final boss here. Uh, there's no hope for you. It's his 4th attempt, right? On the boss? I think it's his 4th attempt. 3rd? And trust me, this boss fight does not take a short amount of time, unfortunately. Yes, sir. Dude, it's a horizontal room because this game has guns. So what do you mean? With a bunch of enemies. Oh, that's the speedrun strat right there, right? Holy crap! He's got it, guys. That's crazy. I should have thought of that. That dude, that's the goat. The goat of blind racing right here. Oh my goodness. That's faster than the speed run. But I don't think they have enough levels to get it because they invested all in the movement, right? Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's so free. He's got the strats. Oh, Ross is on the boss. Does he have the strats? That is true. Okay, it's neck and neck between you two. He is 4 levels higher than you. Wow. Oh, Karushi might lose. He's choking on the final boss. Yeah, but Ross might one shot it. He's using all his consumables. Yes, sir. Oh, big damage. Oh my goodness. That damage is insane. Okay, will Aras get knowledge checked or can he clutch it out and be victorious for second place? Let's see. Oh, he's dying! He's dying! Oh, but he has so many consumables. He's using the invincibility. 10 seconds. Nah, you get it for doing the puzzle rooms. Look how many ice creams this man has. Holy crap. Nah, he still has phase 2. Phase 3. Oh, is he gonna get stuck? He's cooked. He might be stuck here. He has to wait for it to regen. It's so Jover. The green bar, it does. It does passively regen. Rushi, be the platformer god. You have to beat him now. Oh, he died. It's Jover. I also have 3 of them. Oh, he's not a platformer. Not a platformer god. Unfortunate. Yes, sir. So he did. But it's not time yet. He has to go through all the cutscenes. Because I died 5 times. Wow, because I'm bad. I didn't use my consumables. I didn't use, dude, if you didn't have your consumables, you would have died. Guaranteed, so. Look! I didn't use the consumable because I don't want to stoop that low, you know. I know. Look. I was just giving you guys a chance. And out of all the chances I gave you, you guys still couldn't catch up. So you know what I'm saying? It's the double option select. Think about it like this. I have so many Johns for my second placement, you know what I'm saying? I can be like, oh, I didn't use any of my consumables. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I went to explore, dude. You know, you guys have no Johns. It's Jover for you guys. I always set myself up for Johns. I'm the John master, don't you know? I'm the John master. Think about when I play Yu-Gi-Oh, the worst card game ever. When I lose, I can just say I was playing War Rocks. You aren't better than me. Get bodied. Get bodied. No contact damage, right, Karushi? That's the same thing, right? Lingering hitboxes, no contact damage. Yeah, cause that's the MC, bro. That's the MC. He's the main character. You're not the main character. That's why he gets to scroll the screen and you don't. Yes, sir. Finish it. Finish it. Boom. Yeah, you could have. Ross, it's time. 6:11. Like I said, 40 minutes behind. Remember I said you were 20 minutes and another 20 minutes? That's literally accurate. If you were good, you would have beaten me. Ah, too bad. You're not good. You're bad. Uh, yeah, because he's blowing you away. He's blowing you away. Yeah, you can't double jump. That's right. You're just not a veteran of old games. Old game design. What I say. Yeah, you can't see what to do because the camera is bad. Don't worry, you have to go up there. There's a grapple hook that flies down. Oh, you could do that too. He's the goat. He's the goat. Platformer goat. Yeah, it's just floating up and down, so you can't see it unless it's floating down. See how it's floating up and down? Lamau? Woo. Alright, GG's. Alright, I'll also be back. Once you hit the cutscenes, we can do a recap. Thoughts on the game, you know what I'm saying? Now that we have all completed it. 617. All right, I'll let it. We'll go reverse order, right? We'll let last place thoughts. All right, Aras, you can go. What do you think about this game? Overall thought. What? Wait. I want to know your rating out of 10, real quick. I want to know. Where would you put this on a scale to 10? Sheesh! Better than Dark Souls 3. We got the quote in. Bingo card, guys. Bingo card. Better than Dark Souls 3. Alright, how would have autosaved improved this game? Can you elaborate on this remark that you've made? Uh, so okay, so as a Metroidvania, this game is not it. I agree with that. Like, I would not even call this game a Metroid. It is a Metroidvania only as a skin. It looks like a Metroidvania. The map looks like a Metroidvania. The art is Metroidvania like, but this game is not a Metroidvania. It is a 2D action game, and that is that. There's nothing else. I see the inspiration from the Metroidvania. I guess is like I don't know how to say. Like, the game design is fundamentally not a Metroidvania in terms of how Metroidvanias actually work, but in terms of like the combat and how to like interface with the combat, this game is Castlevania with guns, right? You know what I'm saying? So you can say it's a love letter to Castlevania, but not a Metroidvania, right? You know what I'm saying? It's not a Metroidvania, but it's definitely inspired by Castlevania. I was putting, I was giving this game a 10 out of 10, but after some listening to what you guys said and some more reflection on the gameplay, and I read some of the reviews on Steam, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right. This game's more like for me, it's like a 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10, right, somewhere around there. And here are the reasons why. The side quests can just not exist. They are so marginal in terms of whatever they give you, and like I ended the game with like what 55,000 money just from going through the rooms and clearing them, right? I'm like, this side quest that takes like 20 minutes to do only gives me 1,100 money. Like, are you serious? Are you serious? Some of them only gave 200 money, right? I was like, so the side quest system just makes okay if it's for lore, if it's for like some true ending thing, I guess. The fact that you can only equip one side quest at a time makes it doubly worse, right? You have to abandon your unfinished side quest if you try to equip. You know what? You know how they could have done it? They should have just you just auto equip the side missions, and if you happen to do it, you can just get the reward, right? You can go to the person and get the reward. You get what I'm saying? Like, every side quest should be active, like the second you get the quest vendor, right? Just immediately be active. The world state is just when the quests are already there, instead of me having to go to the guy, take on the quest, only one, by the way, go to the location, and then go back to him for a measly less than 1,000 reward money, dude. Like, get out of my face, Like, completely, if you're gonna do something like that, just remove it, because it's literally pointless. Like, in terms of, maybe, okay, if it's for lore, I didn't do the side quest, so I don't know. I did exactly 0. Because, we're blind racing, right? And I looked at it, and I was like, these rewards suck. I'm not going to do it, right? So, if it's for lore purposes, which I don't know, I guess you can have it like that. But in terms of, gameplay-wise, game design-wise, I think it's poor feature. Poor feature. Could have been improved greatly. The second thing that knocks it down is those boss fights, man. Okay, you know what? The balancing. It really comes down to the balancing. Because this game is completely unbalanced. And that doesn't make it bad, per se, but it definitely makes it Oonga Boonga, right? Because this green sword, sticking the green sword into the ground is like a triple S tier ability, right? It's free. It blocks like 90% of the game, right? It restores your health for free, basically, for free. All of this is for free. Keep in mind, once you get the upgrade that sticking it to the ground doesn't cost anything, right? The cost is so. As a person who didn't use the supers in this game at all, because I just didn't know how to use it. It wasn't properly informed. I was not properly informed about what this button or how to use it until the very end of the game, right? But like, okay, so I don't have I never had meter problems like you did. I was never at a meter deficit, and maybe that's because I'm just better at platforming or whatever. But like I was never at 0 meter, so you know, it's just that since I was never at 0 meter, I just felt like the sword stick into ground too broken, right? Having the shield last forever. Here's my solution, Team Ladybug. Here's my solution to you. The shield should not be infinite. It should actually, every time it blocks something, it should drain your meter, right? Significantly, right? So for how much damage that's being blocked, or like a percentage of the damage that's being blocked, it should drain your meter. Because then I could interface with the game. Then I could be like, okay, you know the bar underneath the meter? I basically ignored that for the entire game because I was never depleted at any point. For usually both my health and my save. Okay, that's a you issue. I'm not bad, alright? I'm not bad. So, I'm not bad, so I was never depleted. Okay. Alright. Dude, okay. As a person who finished almost an hour ahead of you, let me say this. How I engaged with the rooms, right, is part of the reason why I almost never died, or I was never like meterless like Aras, right? Here's what I would do. Because I understand that the sword stick into the ground is so broken, or because the enemies aren't actually engaging with me because I'm not close enough to them, I'm just sitting every time I enter a room, I sit in the bottom left or bottom right hand corner of the screen and I just shoot them to death, right? And I procedurally do that until I've cleared the room, right? Which is why I'm so high, like I have so much more levels than you guys. I'm 5 levels ahead of Aras, and I am almost 10 levels ahead of Karushi, right? Oh, I was level 39, right? But I only gained one. I was like level 38 on the boss fight, and I think you were level 34 or something. Okay, well, I was very high level, right? And I feel like I'm high. It's because I can just stick the sword in the ground, absorb all the damage, and just safely shoot them from far away. Versus had my meter been drained because I've been blocking projectiles, I would actually have to attack them and dodge to regain my meter in order to get the sword as a defensive measure back, right? You guys understand what I'm saying? Because currently, in the game's current state, all I need to do is stick the sword in the ground and I'm chilling. There's no me interacting with the game. I stick the sword in the ground, I stay in the bubble, and occasionally I might have to dodge for those ones that don't get blocked, which is rare and hard. Like, there's a hard tell when they're going to do it. So I feel like the game is not properly balanced for me to be like have a deeply engaging gameplay with this game. My gameplay is Oonga Boonga, and that's not a bad thing. I still enjoyed the Oonga Boonga gameplay a lot, but I feel like I could have enjoyed it more had there been some actual back and forth between me using the defensive, offensive measures of the green demon sword and like going back to like my normal weapons to gain that meter back. But that's just not there. Because I wasn't using super or anything like that. Like, I was never using the meter for anything else. So that's another knockdown. And then the final thing that knocks it down is those boss fights, right? Those boss fights, man. I think it's part of the reason I mentioned before. Because I'm not really interfacing with the game, the boss fights are just as Oonga Boonga and unbalanced as the mechanic of this demon sword, right? I just sit there. It's a cutscene. I just sit there in my bubble shield and I shoot the boss, and that's all I did. If you go back to the VOD and watch my Victor fight. So like, okay, let me pull it up. Karushi, are you still on streaming? You think you can pull this up? Look at my Victor fight. Let me give you the timestamp. My Victor fight just, it doesn't make any sense. Like, oh my goodness, I really killed Victor real early. I think it's at I died, I think, once. If you look at my completed Victor fight, like, it's baffling. It's baffling. There's a mini game where he tells you to, I'm gonna kill your operator if you don't press this button. You're gonna have to, can you multitask? No, I didn't multitask. I just shot you in the face and you died. That was that. So, like, a boss fight like that, like, come on. Right? I'm not saying that it's bad, necessarily, but, like, there's just no interface. And if you look at Karushi's fight against Victor, he just sticks the sword in the ground and whips him to death in the middle of the room, right? So these boss fights are just super unga boonga, right? They're super unga boonga. And yeah, it's not necessarily bad, but it could have been better, right? Okay, that's why you were so slow. Like, I don't know what to say. Right? I didn't say you were bad. I said you were slow. You were slower. You were slower than me on top of the save cope. On top of the save cope, okay? So All right. Those were the bad things. Let me go to the good. The UI of this game is cracked, right? I love the way the game looks. All the sprites, all that. The artist, man, usually the art is cracked in like every game I play, dude. Like, you have to really pull my leg for me to say that this art freaking sucks, right? But this art is spectacular. The way the game looks, the way the game moves, amazing, right? This is like a perfect. I was mentioning this before off stream, I think, but you can take the foundation of this game and build like a new game out of it, and it would be like super good. I feel like if it was like not a Metroidvania or like in the style of a Metroidvania, you can definitely make another game out of these assets and like the design, like how the movement, the weapons, the combat. You can take this and make a new game out of it that would be extremely good. But because it's like confined to this Metroidvania style, I feel like it's not as good as it could be, right? If Team Cherry, I think is Team Cherry, right? No, that's freaking Silksa. Team Lady. Team Ladybug. If Team Ladybug just stops making Metroidvanias and they just make anything else, I feel like they could make something great. But if they keep working on this Metroidvania cope, not to say that Metroidvania is a bad genre, it's just that, why? Like, maybe it's truly a love letter to Castlevania, and they really like Castlevania. I guess that's okay, but they don't need to be confined to this archetype, right? They take these assets and make something else. So I like the art. I actually like the combat a lot, even though it's unbalanced. If they could just fix the balancing part, or to make it so that like that's okay. But like, I like the combat. I actually like it. Even in this unbalanced state, it was very enjoyable to play. I like shooting things and like killing the enemies. It's very fun, right? And even the projectile spam or whatever and putting the shield down, even though it's Oonga Boonga, it's still fun to do, right? And I especially like the boomerang effect for like sticking down the sword and like using your position to like rebound the sword back to you with like the sword projectile that blasts, and the farther you go from the sword, the more damage it does. That was really cool, right? I really like that. I use that mechanic a lot once I figured out, oh yeah, this is how it works, and I can regen health out of it. if you deal damage with the demon, you gain back your health, right? So when I figured that out, I was like, oh, this is really cool, right? So that goes in the big positive. Karushi and Aras were complaining about the horizontal rooms. I disagree with that with them because I feel like the game has a gun, and like I was saying earlier, yeah, shooting them horizontally, right? There's very little vertical gaming in this game, right? Yeah, but there's enemy spam in the horizontal room. I get that. I'm the right. So like okay. You're saying okay from what I gather, you're like they could have done like something better with these horizontal rooms, right? Instead of just having one long room with enemy spam, basically, right? Right? Is that what I gather from Karushi and what Karushi was trying to say?
Where they eat it?
Yeah, so I think you came into this thinking that's a Metroidvania. And okay, background information. I don't actually like Metroidvania games, and I'm actually glad it's not a Metroidvania, right? That it's only a Metroidvania in skin. I'm actually glad that it's linear, right? I actually enjoy linear games a lot. I'm like a linear enjoyer. I'm a 1D enjoyer, guys. Point A to point B enjoyer. And you say there's no exploration. I don't think that's true in the sense if you're thinking about exploration as a Metroidvania. But if you think about exploration as like a linear game exploration, this game's actually great, right? Like I go through the rooms and there's like tiny little branches that like go in and then pop in, pop out. Versus like I'm just trying to beeline straight to. No, it's not like that. I actually want to go into every room in the area, right? Especially with the warp feature, right? Where I can just warp to the save point anytime I feel unsafe. So I actually think the exploration in this game is really good in terms of not a Metroidvania, but a linear game, right? Like exploring the small, tiny branching routes on the linear path is actually incentivized, and it's pretty neat, right? That's why I feel like I have the most puzzle pieces out of you guys. I have 41, right? And that's because I'm actually going into these sections and just full clearing it, right? I'm not having to worry about, oh, am I going the right way or the wrong way? I did get lost at some points where like, I went to the wrong quote unquote area from the objective. But beyond that, as a linear game, I feel like it's not me not getting any puzzles or not getting into extra weapons, right? I actually am getting them, and it doesn't push me away from exploring because I don't have to backtrack. And guys, I'm gonna plug our new podcast, the Driver's Den, right? Is that the confirmed name? Driver's Den podcast. Working title episode 1, backtracking, guys. This game, thank goodness, dude. The quality of life in this game, oh my goodness. I had the 0.2% frustration with this game. 98%, I'm so bing chilling. I'm so chilling and I'm having a good time, and it's like just real casual. You know, I'm not the ignore all the sweat lords and the people with infinite time, right? This game is so bing chillin', right? This warp feature, hands down, is like, oh my goodness. I guarantee you, had the warp feature not been in this game, I'm cooked, guys. I'm last place for sure. 100% last place. You know what I'm saying? This warp feature, like, it actually enables the problems with this game, right? All the enemy spam or the unusual design choices, right? It's okay. It's actually okay because I can warp out and come back and try again without any frustration, right? It's actually okay that there's this Mario Maker design because there's no like hard punishment for going into a room. Oh, there's two Lucifers blasting me. You know, I'm just like, okay, warp out, go to save, warp back in, try again, right? It's like fighting a boss and being able to retry whenever you want. Like in the boss fight, I can even exit while I'm engaged in combat, right? I can exit and warp when I'm in the middle of the lava about to die, right? Frame one. As long as I'm not dead, I can press the pause button and warp out, right? So, you know, I'm just saying, if you guys don't want a frustrating game, improve, like, have these quality of life features, and you can make your game as frustrating as you want because it won't actually be frustrating because you have quality of life, right, guys? So, I think that wraps up. All right, one more thing. The weapons are really cool. I know they didn't actually give me that many weapons, but like from what I had and in the 5 hours of gameplay, I really like the weapons. My favorite weapon is the dragon shotgun that drops, you know, small percentage drop from the robot guys. You know, the robot guys that shoot the shotgun at you twice. They go boom boom. They're like next to their drone things. So these weapons are really cool. So I think that about wraps it up. 7, 8 out of 10. It's a fun game. Nothing too hard. Could use some balancing, some tweak on the balancing on some of the core mechanics. I think that wraps up everything I have to say. What do you disagree with? The horizontal room thing? Okay, but how is it not unbalanced? I don't understand how you are meterless the entire game. Like, what are you using your meter on? You know? Did you have more puzzle pieces? How many puzzle pieces did you end up with? Oh, you did have more than me. Okay, I had a little less than you, 41. Okay, we weren't too far off. We had about similar. Not there. Yeah. So how are you meterless? Like the movement shouldn't cost that much meter. I don't know. I don't understand how you're meterless. Genuinely confused. Hmm. Interesting. The tiger. Oh, not a boss. I'm just bad. I'm just bad. There's no troll. I'm just bad. That's literally the reason. Well, they do a thumbs down job. Thumbs down job. Like if that's the case, thumbs down. I would not recommend this to any Metroidvania player as a Metroidvania game ever, right? Because it's they have not. I don't think they even know it exists. I don't think they know this game exists, to be honest. Okay, I feel like D-Lit has more of a Metroidvania than this game, though. Like, well, there was like one open area, and you can go to 4 areas after that, and like choose which one you want to do first. So yeah, it's like linear exploration. No, absolutely not. You guys are trash. Get another game. Get another game to fight me again in. A post challenge. No, get not done. Shut down. Shut down. On the next blind race, let's go. Driver's Den podcast. Yes, yes. Peace. Nah, dude, I ain't doing that. That I. Wait, how long did Portrait of Ruin take? I'm putting in the times on the blind race sheet. I haven't even beaten that game. I'm not even going to go back. Dude, Castlevania Dracula bosses can go eat dirt. I am serious. 9 hours? Wow.